Dave, just when you face a team that obviously you faced them last week, they won 2 of 3, but what's kind of just the approach going into not only the matchups tonight, but facing the team in which you kind of recently faced up with them?
I think, two sides of it. I think run prevention-wise on the pitching side, I thought that those guys had a very good offensive approach against us on all of our pitchers. I thought they did a great job of game planning. So hopefully, we can kind of come up with a different game plan. I know Paxton didn't see him last time. And as far as on the offensive side, I thought we took some really good at-bats against Corbin. We got to finish it off. I thought Mookie obviously swung the bat really well against them, but I just think that, getting guys on base, getting them in, and they got the best of us last week.
What do you want to see from James this evening?
I think for James, filling up the strike zone. I think that if you look at this small sample of a season, the fastball command, the pitch, the strike throwing has been kind of, in and out. So it's not who he is, who he's been. So just kind of being more efficient in the strike zone.
Is that just like execution, mechanical things, or like approach? Like, what are the things he has to do to be more aggressive? Well,
certainly execution. I think there's a little bit of mechanical in there. My guess is that they clean some things up, and also it's to fall back on his track record that he just doesn't walk this many guys. So I think there's a little bit of, more of the mechanical side of it.
How important is he right now, given the guys you're missing, and just having like another experienced starter in the rotation to be able to lean on it between like him and Glasnow? Like, how big of a role does he kind of?
Yeah, I think that a guy that we're obviously giving him enough rest in between starts. So, with that, the bet is that, the expectation is to go deeper in the game. And so a guy that's been around for such a long time, you feel good about getting into the 6th inning and giving our ball club a chance to win. And so I know that's his focus, but it's important, given where we're at with the rotation.
Could the inconsistent command have something to do with it? He just hasn't pitched that often? I mean, you being very proactive about giving him extra rest and so
I don't think so. I think that we've had a lot of talks with James leading up to him signing with us, and also, having him and kind of having that time in between to recover is sort of, where he feels that he is best suited, as opposed to going every, 5th or 6th game.
Dave, has the intensity of other teams been a little bit greater against you guys this year? Like, obviously you guys have always had a target on your back, but it's just obviously based on your winner. I think that other teams are playing a little bit more edge against you guys.
I don't think so. I think that I think everyone likes to beat the Dodgers. Obviously, there's more fanfare, excitement, around our game with Shohei being here. But I don't think that, to be quite honest, I just think that we haven't played really good baseball consistently. And so it's not about other teams' effort against us. I don't think that's changed. I really don't.
Treinen still going on rehab?
Yeah. He's going on rehab, this week. Right? Yeah.
With the bullpen, just considering Tyler's outing the off day yesterday, and gearing up for a 9-day road trip, just where do they stand right now, and how do you kind of have to be mindful of this
I think right now we're in a good spot. Obviously, with what Tyler did for us the other day was helpful. I think all guys are available. Obviously, we got some length guys with Yarborough and Grove. Ramirez has been big for us in his role. But I think that, where we're at with the bullpen, I think that, I'm going to manage to win and use whatever arms that, we have available. Yeah.
How many do you think Treinen is going to need?
I think I think Blake will probably need 3 to 4 outings. I think that's something that's pretty fair.
Yeah, the first one lined up. When is it going to be?
It is lined up, and I just don't recall exactly what day it is, but it is, yeah.
What's the latest with Heyward?
Jason is going to meet us in Arizona. I don't think he's swinging a bat yet. So he's still a ways away. And, you know, where he's at, how long he's been out, it's going to be a rehab assignment. So I just don't see a rehab assignment, you know, under 4 to 5 games. So we're still a ways away.
Is the back still bothering him?
There's some soreness, the residual soreness that's starting to dissipate. And then we wanted to get rid of that so then he can start moving forward on the baseball activity.
He won't start the rehab before Arizona.
No.
Do you know how he got that?
We don't know. No, there's no incident. We don't. No, Jason doesn't even know kind of the one pointed incident. No.
Today's a Japanese holiday signing here, and you have the room for that. And so many teams have events like that, like celebrating Asian, the Japanese. What's your thought?
I think it's great. You know, whatever night it is, you know, for whatever heritage or specific group, I think it's fantastic. You know, as far as baseball, it's a sport known worldwide, and we have a lot of different types of people that love the game. And so for a specific fan base or ethnicity, I think it's great to have it. I didn't know that, so thanks for sharing that with me.
25 games in, what do you think of Ohtani as a hitter?
Dangerous, very dangerous. Yeah, I mean, it's, you know, anytime he swings the bat, he can change the game. And now being even more disciplined in the strike zone just makes him more scary. So just dangerous is the word.
Any surprises?
Surprises? No. I think probably the willingness to, on the margins, get a little bit better. And I think for me, as far as controlling the strike zone a little bit more, which he's been open to.
Did you think there might be any limitations because of the elbow surgery?
No.
We focus on the pitching part of it.
Yeah, I didn't think so. From even when we signed him, he said that he was way ahead of where he was. There was never any talk about it or thought about it. So no, I'm not surprised by that.
What are you going to like talk to him about his approach? Like, how do you approach a conversation like that with him? Is it just like any other player? Like, what was that like when you were talking to him?
Yeah, just like any other player. Just kind of trying to make him aware of what I feel he can do better, and you know, understanding what pitchers are trying to do to him, given his track record tendencies. And I think for me, it's important to let players know, you know, the answer key, because a lot of times now the information is the information. And so for a player to have what they're trying to do to you can be helpful if you're open to it.
What are you going to do, mate, of just like the way like opponents attack him?
It's different, you know. I mean, I think some try to crowd him, some try to go up, some try to spin him, and it just boils down to if he can kind of, like all hitters, if you control the strike zone, you swing at strikes. But with Shohei, there's just going to be more damage.
Dave, when did you start having these conversations about the strike zone with Shohei?
About a week ago.
Was there anything in particular that prompted you to initiate it then?
I think it was just more of just kind of seeing how they were pitching him with runners in scoring position. I thought he was expanding a little bit more than he needed to, and so I just wanted to have a conversation with him.
And in the last few weeks since the season has started, have you seen any players, teammates, coaches in particular that Shohei has gravitated towards? Have you seen him like making new connections as you guys are on the road now?
I think he's doing a great job with everyone. I think that I don't think there's one particular player. Obviously, the hitting coaches, I think they're really kind of really building a good relationship and trust. But I just see him now. I see him more. You know, before you sort of just see him when he gets in the batter's box. So he's around a lot more, which is a good thing too.
Is there anything you've seen from how other teams have attacked him that maybe you guys had tried in years past?
I think sometimes people try to go up on him. We tried to go up on him, but he along with Trout, they closed that window. You know, for a while you could try to go up on him, but there's a lot of risk reward if you try to do that. So you gotta have a lot of confidence if you want to go at the belt.
What are you gonna do when he breaks a record?
How many more do I have? What's my cushion?
He has 5, so you
have 2 more.
I got 2 more. I hope he breaks it tonight. How about that?
You want it to be sooner than later.
I'm in.
There's that clip of you when Pujols hit 700, where you were kind of like happy for a second, but then you remember he hit it against you. And maybe you could do the same thing.
Yeah. I'll be more happy this time. Yeah. I had to be respectful. Who was it? Bickford?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Thank you.